Hello YouTube. First off, all ads, I am not NOT sponsored by. I have to specify because YouTube's AI has been banning a bunch of channels and I just need to be very careful. I am not sponsored by. All aggressiveness out of the way. This is my second attempt at using Skindex, and you see I got a lovely Hawaiian shirt. I'm going to start by changing the Hawaiian shirt. If I put this here, put this here, and now, because I need it to be a different shade than the Greg green I'm going with, because I was going to originally use like something close to my actual skin tone, but I have changed against that. Hold up, I almost forgot to do something. I have to turn down my Amazon dot in case someone makes an announcement. Just for my safety. Alright. Alright. Hold up, let me get rid of the body, let's see. Alright, that is not at all enjoyable to look at. Let me fix that so it's right. No. Skindex is great if you want to make custom Minecraft skins. I highly recommend it, but it is very, and I say this as nicely as possible, I know the developers of this worked very hard on it. Well, I'm assuming, I don't know. But it has a huge learning curve. Excuse me, sorry. It is a huge learning curve, which can sometimes make some textures an issue. Let me add this. There we go. Alright. So there's going to be a lot of me raging with this. I've got to be very careful. Alright. Let me go back to my notes. This is the Greg green up top. If you want to use it for something else, like making your own custom Greg skin, I would love to see those. So if you make a custom Greg skin, show me by commenting on this video and make a post, and I'll subscribe and show off your channel in the post. As long as your channel is age appropriate, of course, though my channel isn't age appropriate. So don't take that like, oh, he's gonna completely ban my channel. No, 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 I won't get anyone banned. I just won't review it if it's not user safe. Alright, let me just... I need a really, like, deep purple. Like, if you look on Bass Pro Shop's website, they have, a purple hat. I own it, because I was like, oh, that's fun. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, well, Bass Pro Shop's a bad company. I enjoy fishing in the outdoors. Well, not fishing, I don't enjoy fishing, but I enjoy the outdoors. And you know, it's a nice hat for golf. It's a quality hat. So whatever beef you have with them, I'm sure it's warranted, but I enjoy them because honestly they make quality products that I can use. Alright. Just gotta be very careful. You know, actually, I'm going to remove all of the parts I'm working on, or I am not working on. Which gives me the perfect chance to... I don't know why they didn't fish it. Sometimes when people make their skins, they don't finish them on the parts that aren't seen, but I like to go that extra mile. Because since I played Java predominantly, if you don't know what that means, it just means like mainly you can clip inside of other players, and someone would clip inside of me and be like, oh, you're missing a spot here, and I'm like, oh, great. I know I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, no one will notice. People will notice. I want to do as little going back to the certain colors as possible, because that's just going to be tedious. Alright. You think people will notice that one of the flower textures is like really stupidly placed? I know I will. But that's kind of funny anyways. I do have work today. Oh, come on. But it shouldn't be too annoying. I just can't wait to show Shiloh this. Shiloh will probably watch this, but it would be nice to show live. Yep, knew it. Alright. No. There we go. Alright, now I heard that the Mario Galaxy movie was not widely liked. But I gotta say, I haven't watched it yet, but from what I have seen, it looks like a movie I would enjoy. Maybe not a movie you'll enjoy, but a movie I enjoyed. Hold up, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. What color should the pants be? My pants are regularly, let me save this purple first. Sorry, I ran up here. I just had to do some real quick, nothing much. Alright. I had to exercise today and I'm a little worn out from that, so running upstairs is probably not a smart idea. Another idea that's probably not so smart is I have work later. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that. I am keeping the shirt white because, like, one thing I do commonly wear with... Oh no, that's not what I want. Why is it like that? Good enough. Let me make the rest of this around it. Yes, that looks fine. But yeah, I don't hate my job. I just am very, not lazy, but when I have just worked out, my job is the last thing I want to do. Also, when it's with people I don't like, which I get, you'll find that anywhere, but doesn't make it any more fun to deal with. Oh, let me make all of these lines like this color. I don't know if I did anything to change that, but this will be like the only time I add texture, because I feel like just having it be black would just be kind of, not bland, but just boring. Doesn't really carry that pizzazz it should. I want something that people will see and think, oh, that's neato. But other than that, this will hopefully be a permanent Minecraft skin. I mean, I don't see why it's not gonna be. Because it has every reason to be. I think I have made it well enough. Oh, wait, that was supposed to be there. Hold up. There we go. I completely forgot that purple needs to be there. Oh. I'm using extra precision with this because I happen to like being able to use the skin the second I make it. Alright. Now should I leave those? Yeah, I'm gonna leave them gray for now. This skin is of course almost always gonna be a work in progress, but you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Alright, now time to put in the code for green, the green I like. Alright. 82C64E. And that's the green I like. I might get like gloves. I don't know how I'd do this, but you know, if I get rid of this, this, and this, because this will be a pain to deal with. No, that's the arm I need. Our smoke detectors are starting to go out, and I can't tell if that's mine or someone else's. I really hope that that's not mine. I know you were probably thinking, what, you don't have fingers? No, I don't have fingers. I'm clicking the mouse with absolutely air. Just a nub. I don't know, I might add gloves, but I don't know, it kind of looks funnier if I don't. That's purple. That purple shouldn't be there. I did turn my microphone on. Yes, I did. I've heard someone make the argument that you don't need smoke detectors, and I told them, who told you that? And they're like, oh yeah, well, my cousin told me that. And I was like, well, have they ever had a house fire before? And they're like, yeah, but like, that was because someone was being stupid. And I'm like, alright, did anyone get hurt? They're like, well, and that's when I was like, yeah, no, your argument has already been lost. I'm just saying. It's like the stupidest argument ever. Which one of these is the purple I need? 8D 38B7. Yes, that is the purple I need. No, why is that? Why did that fill it in? I don't want it to fill it in. Alright, that's fine. Now let me go back and click this. How big is a Minecraft head? Alright. Oh, I also need to fix that, so let me get the code for the other green. 60BE75. Alright. Please be the right one. Yes, it is. That's perfect. That's just what I need. Now I'm ready to finish this. Oh, that is angering me. I honestly think that might be mine. Hold up, I'll be right back. Alright, well, problem solved. Well, not problem solved, but now I know what's causing it. Yeah, it's nothing I can do about it. It's just got bad batteries in it, so we need to get good batteries. Alright, now we got the head, which I don't want to fill in, because I know, like, people could say, oh, that's so much easier. No, it's not. And people are probably thinking, oh, well, why not? And I'm thinking, well, I don't have an outline of the hair. I'm not saying my hair is Steve's hair. It's not. But the hair needs an outline. I'm just gonna cover up the face. And alright. No. I think mine is actually touching the mouth, like touching the jaw right here, but I don't want that. So I'm gonna oh wait, the face is off to the side. I don't like that. Let's get no. Oh, whoopsies. There we go. If we get this, there we go. That looks pretty Greg-like, other than the hair not being the right color, which I can fix very quickly. Let me just Control C, Control V. Alright. I'm not keeping it, actually. Steve's hairstyle might be perfect for, like, the very, like, I don't know. The Greg hairstyle is not very much, because it's basically just a wig. So I don't know. And that dude was talking to me about, oh, well, what if you change the hair color every, like, year? And I'm like, heck no. Like, no. I'm not changing the hair every year. Alright, now we're on the outer layer, which I will use the bucket feature to fill this in here. Then you go back to this one. You know what, actually, let me just, I might not have an outer layer. I might just keep the outer layer blank. I know that may seem lazy, but I think it might be a bit easier. Oh, wait. Nope. Hold up. I think it might just be a bit easier to just keep it like this, because that looks pretty Greg-like. Unless, can I get a darker shade of purple? No. Meh. I'll be wearing a helmet most of the time. What else does this skin need? Maybe better shoes. I know this isn't the same purple, but it's a different part, so it's fine. And then, like, I like that green better. I don't care. I'm not changing anything, because the second I try, everything's gonna get messed up. You guys know it, I know it, we all know it. Actually, it's just safer to not even try. I've gotta be so careful with this. Yeah, alright, let me just... It's fine. It'll be our secret that technically the shoes are barely a different shade on the inside. No one will notice. But yeah, these are the shoes. Alright. Now if I just go to... I'll save, because I might need that later. Yes, just save. I don't care. Get this out of my sight. Don't save, I don't care. I'll have this video. Alright. Let's go into Minecraft. What do you mean? There's nothing to download. Oh. Well, while we're waiting, I can talk. So, if you've watched this far, leave a comment on what kind of skins I should make next. You know, I don't really have much to talk about. I keep these videos pretty light for a reason. Alright. But yeah, still working on making the Minecraft server. I've got to get all the mods for it, plus a PC that can handle it. Why are the Discord bubbles here? Why are they here? I don't want the Discord bubbles here. Hold up. Sorry, I just had to check something. I also need to check to see if I'm still, working today. Which isn't a stupid thing to ask. That's funny. Alright. Let's just... First, I almost forgot. Dismiss. I'll keep this one. Sorry, you gotta go. I got classic skin. I've really got my hand on the mic button because I don't know if someone's gonna make an announcement. Open. Alright. Well, this is the brand new Greg. It's not going anywhere. Let's go to the Gregcast world. I might do some stuff, but let's go to the Gregcast world. Let's see. Speaking of which, new episode soon. Shiloh's been a bit busy going through some stuff. I'm helping them with that. I might get some... I've got... well, first off, we have Fred, we have Clip, and then I've got my other friend... Flamality, I can't remember if I'm able to use the real name, I can't remember. Let's see how I look atop the Greg ship. I look pretty Greg-tastic. Did I have any ideas in here? No, I didn't. What else was I working on? That shouldn't be there. Either way. We got the axolotls. All them swimming around. I had to put the bubble columns so they will actually swim around. Sorry. Alright, well... Wait, what was my idea? Mario characters... Minecraft mobs... Oh yeah, that episode got screwed up, I remember. Were any ideas? Ah, dang it, Shiloh. Oh no, it still works. I didn't think that would work. Huh, interesting. And I know you're probably wondering, well, if you do add Fred, by the way, we made, I don't know if you guys remember that video or even watched it, but we made a balcony to throw our stuff off of, so it's no longer our problem. If you're wondering how we are supposed to actually show people, or like actually have people other than me and Shiloh here. Huh? Oh hey, he's got a little. This guy's got a little flower. That's so. Two of them have flowers. That's so fun. Huh. And yes, I noticed they're oxidizing. That's fine. We'll deal with that. Either way. Basically, this balcony is how we're gonna do it. If I were to have, say, me, Shiloh, Fred, Clip, Flamality, that's already 5 people. So let's just say we add really anyone else. We have a few other people that go on the world, or that could go on the world. Some new friends that haven't been seen on here before. But you see, we got enough seating for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got enough for 12 people, and if we need more, I'll make more seating. And if you're wondering why I have a Hawaiian shirt, if you weren't paying attention, Hawaiian shirts are like my thing. I might do a Hawaiian shirt reveal. Ooh, that would actually be a good video. I'll have to bring my, well, I might be able to do it with my, doors. Gotta find a good place for that. But yeah, my Hawaiian shirts are like a personality trait. Let's see what Shiloh did with the D&D tower. We're gonna have 1 spot for D&D. 1 spot for, Alright, so when I say D&D, I mean we'll go there and play D&D, which that's where it will be more like a podcast. Like, let me explain this world a bit too. This world started out as a podcast, kind of like a visual podcast, but as time went on, I felt that it changed. By episode 2, I realized it's not just a podcast. It's not like you kind of have to watch it. These guys just don't really do anything. They're kind of lazy. They're like they're like Homer Simpson, so they're the Homer fish. They're just kind of. Hi. All right. I just said hello. Why are my bushes all? That's fine. That makes sense. But Now let me close my doors. Quite irresponsible of me. Did Shiloh do anything with the dogs? No, they did not. I was just checking. Oh, we also added this because, I'll be honest, it was kind of making me mad. If you don't remember what that is, watch the past videos. Either way, with this, I was, by the second episode, I actually think I can show you this through YouTube. By the second Gregcast episode, I realized there's more to this. You know, there wasn't anything here in the first 2 episodes, but then I was like, hold up. But then it was like, oh hey, we can add stuff. I started prepping things. I believe I built other things, building. A lot of this has been building. You know, me creating things. By the way, next episode of my series will hopefully be out soon. I'm trying to work on that. I've got to find a day where this will work. Tomorrow, which is my birthday, April 8th is my birthday. Tomorrow I will be, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, by the way, my Greg parrot is there. I've named him Garrett. I changed my name. His name is Garrett the Greg parrot. Either way, this podcast has evolved into something else. It's a show. It's a podcast, but it's a show. It's something people will wait for, something people will will watch with friends. You know, something people will want more of. And I think that's how I see it. That's how I see it. At least I know not everyone's like, oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to live without this. I know that's not true. I'm sure many of... let me prove a point here. The first episode got 13 views. Second one got 9. 7, 3, 8, 6, 0. I'm just saying. But one day people will watch this and be like, man, I remember how small it was. Then they'll be like, man, it's getting huge. I need to rephrase. But either way, once this show will hopefully grow with us. We're not getting rid of anything. I think it'll always stay here. And I think once we have more, once we need more space, I'm probably going to push that wall back. Because I thought out of all the walls, which ones could we push back? It's either that wall or this wall. But I'm starting to think more of this wall. Oh hey, he gave another one. He's giving them out like crazy. He's giving all these flowers to the copper golems. They enjoy their flowers. I like that. Either way, point is, what is this? Did I not? Alright. Yeah, we started, actually we didn't start, Gerg and Shiloh did. Gerg is the opposite version of me, which is Greg spelled backwards. It's Gamer Gerg. Oh no, it's more... Yeah, either way. So, my plan for this world is, okay, yes, it's a show, but some parts of it will be a podcast too, like the table talk, which we still need more questions to ask. Like we have one, where does Gru get more minions? Because someone said that they double every movie. I don't believe it, but I'm gonna look into that a bit more. But yeah, it's gonna be, how does Gru get more minions? Which, we're gonna have some funny theories and funny jokes, but we can't just do that. We need more questions to ask in that video. Either way, I'm just kind of walking around. Either way, with the Gregcast. It's not, like I've been saying, it's not just a podcast, it's a show. But some episodes will be podcasts, like the Table Talk, like us playing D&D, or possibly... Oh, I don't want that. I want it to stay in the... There we go. Possibly us playing... What's that game called that I've been trying to get into? Not Warframe. Warhammer. Or like those army building games. I've got a... Oh yeah, flying. I've got a 3D printer so I can make little models, though to be fair we won't be showing them. Point is, there's gonna be space for all that such. But yeah, it'll be a bit different. There'll be spots for all sorts of stories, story time with Greg and Shiloh, but mostly Greg, because I've got, no offense to Shiloh, but my stories are funnier. And I don't care what you say, Shiloh, my stories are funnier. I don't remember what changed down here. Oh yeah, I forgot there's like an empty space. But yeah, basically the I think the Gregcast can be a lot more than what it is. I think that it could definitely become a big YouTube series. Maybe not as big as the Dream SMP, but to be fair, I don't want it to be the Dream SMP. I want it to be a show where you're like, oh, what happens in this one? What does Greg do? What does Shiloh do? What's gonna happen? Now, it's not gonna be like an action show where it's like, oh, hey, someone might die. No. It's, oh, hey, what are they gonna review next? I feel like it's gonna take that kind of turn. Like, you don't have to watch it to be there. Or, like, you don't have to physically watch it, you can listen. That's what I'm kind of going for. And I think it's more just... I kind of want to give it a Cold Ones vibe, if you know that YouTube channel. Because I feel like that kind of vibe would be funny. But, I don't know. My point is that I think... Hold up, that shouldn't be that way. I think that I could easily turn this series into something big. I just need a few more people to do it, I feel. And once we increase the size, which I probably will have to instead of... Might have to make the table bigger, which the way we do that is once we expand, whichever way we do it, we're going to tear all of this down, grab screenshots of it beforehand, and make it bigger. So say my buddy Flamality and my buddy, well, our buddy Fred, Clip want to join, we'll have to incorporate 5 separate rooms for a 5-person table, and of course we will still have a balcony up top. Because we might have more friends by then, who knows? You know, it's not, we're not just kind of segregating it, and I use the word segregating lightly, not in a harmful way. I just have to classify that. I'm gonna try and segregate it to where, or sorry, we aren't trying to segregate it to where it's just me and Shiloh, because I feel like, surprisingly, the video with Fred and Clip worked well. Maybe it didn't perform as well as my solo videos, but for all of my group videos, other than the comedy specials, which those, I don't know, those don't get views anymore, they don't get traction. The videos with me and other people don't always get the amount of views I hope for, but the one with any of the ones that Clip is very prominent, like talking, and the one where Fred was literally in it with Clip, got a strange boost in traction, which I thought was very interesting. Nothing huge, but enough to surprise me. Like, people wanted to see other people, which makes sense. People get bored of the same two guys. I mean, we got me, a guy who can't put his words together right. I mean, I'm a walking thesaurus, and I can't put my words together right. Then we got Shiloh, who is, so Shiloh is going through some stuff right now, some deep stuff. And isn't depressed. I'm not going to say how they exactly are. I know how they exactly are, but I don't want to offend Shiloh. But Shiloh's just been kind of down lately. And that kind of brings it down. That's why some videos Shiloh might not even talk. And Shiloh is still trying to find themselves, which creates a bit of more tension between me and Shiloh, because I've known them for my whole life as who they were before, and it's hard to make that change. Because when you go with something, and you guys will obviously understand this when you watch my videos, Shiloh constantly correcting me. Now, I've had one of my, well, not one of my friends, but someone I know come up to me and say, well, no, that's offensive. You gotta call them with how they prefer. And I understand. Fully. I fully understand. But what they don't understand, and when I say they, I mean the people who think I'm being offensive, what they don't understand is that I have been so used to not having all this. This stuff is very new to me with Shiloh, because we stopped talking as much about 3 years ago, and in the past 3 years all of this has been dumped onto me. Oh, Shiloh might be this, Shiloh's feeling this, and it was just a lot to pile on. And I'm not justifying me not addressing Shiloh how they want every time, like I make mistakes. But even Shiloh has said that they understand, it's a mistake that I made, and I'm trying to not make that mistake, but it's very tough with what I'm used to. I haven't really been talking to Shiloh that much well, not lately. I've been talking to them a lot lately. But we had a whole 2-year gap where I wasn't really talking to them. And that really created that miscommunication that would make me be like, oh wait, no, this is who they are. Because my brain still sees them as who they were before, because that's how I've known Shiloh for the past a while. I'm not really able to say because I don't want to give out ages. Both me and Shiloh are against that. Point is that I've known Shiloh for most of my life. They are my best friend. Always will be. But the way you guys might see it might make it seem like I'm the bad guy. Might make it seem like Shiloh's the bad guy for correcting me so aggressively. I don't know. Point is, both me and Shiloh don't see either of us as the bad guy. It's just a situation that we need to get used to. Shiloh completely understands, and it's not that big a deal. I mean, it is. But to Shiloh, it's not that big a deal if I make a mistake here and there. I'm pretty on it most of the time. Now, Shiloh identifies as a she. I say they only because Shiloh has told me many times that they might consider against it. They are still finding it out. Now, I don't know how Shiloh feels about it now, but I just say they because Shiloh said that that's perfectly fine, because I don't want to get used to saying she, and then Shiloh pulls a switch up and it's like, actually, I'm going back to he. I don't know. Shiloh doesn't know. No one knows, because at the end of the day, it could happen. So I say they so I don't get used to it, and then we have the opposite of the problem. Hopefully I get used to saying they so it just works out better either way. And hey, that rhymed. But I just say they because it's easier to remember. It works. And if Shiloh switches it up, at least I'm used to saying something that works. I try to think for the future, and I don't want to hurt my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Shiloh will always be my best friend, one of the most important people in my life. Now, I've been talking about that for a bit too long. I just wanted to explain some things, but either way, I really want, Clip, if you're watching this, or Flamality, if you're watching this, probably not. They told me that, or Flamality told me that they don't really, I mean, they do watch my vids, but like not for long because they don't have time, which I get. But at the end of the day, I just want to maybe make some videos with you. Hold up, sorry, there's an itch in my ear. It's itching. So, Clip's schedule is very open, I have to say. And Shiloh's schedule is also open. But they don't have they don't have jobs because they live with family, so they aren't their schedules are wide open. Shiloh was trying to get a job though. Hopefully. Oh, what's she saying? Or what are they saying now? Shiloh just said, I'm so effing disappointed because, oh no, Fred just posted why, and then it said a thing. Dictionary.com names 6'7" as the 2025 word of the year, and then he said just why, and then Shiloh went, I'm so effing disappointed, and then Fred goes, it's not even an effing word, and Shiloh went, exactly, I am disappointed. When did... Alright, hold up, let me check my texts too. Oh, please. Come on, work. Please tell me I don't have to come in. I'm busy. I mean, I'm not busy. I can get off at any time, but, like, I don't want to. Because work makes me sad. Not like working hard. I'm very good at doing my job. I have very good work ethic, but my job is... okay, you know what? Screw it. No one that would care at my job even watches my videos. The job I'm at is so rude to me. First off, they let this one chick that's so mean to me be, well, not just mean, but to me, but everyone else, have the worst attitude. And then we have, I'm not gonna say anything about management. I'm not that stupid. They can't fire me if I don't say specific things, and even if they did, I don't care at this point. Sometimes they send me home early, which, because I'm not able to get my schedule changed, I'm only able to work 4 hours a day, which kind of use your brain and figure out, okay, that's honestly, I'm in a situation where it doesn't matter, but in a few years, it might. Or, no, it will. So I need to get that changed. But either way, then we have the problem of, oh, hey, my, wait, is this asymmetrical? No, good. I almost had a meltdown if it was asymmetrical. Either way. If, like, I get there have been, like, 5 days, specifically, where they're like, oh, hey, Greg, we got a problem. Basically, we got too many people because they scheduled too many people. And they're like, well, maybe, you can just leave. Which, I always take because I'm in a situation where I don't need to work. I just need money, so I kind of do need to work, you know. I use my brain, you know what I'm saying? Either way, I need to work, so... Sorry, there was a loud noise and I was making sure it wasn't anything important. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so basically at work there's like, well, Greg, do you want to go home? Which means, hey, we're gonna let you go no matter what. Which makes me mad, but I get it. I don't, but there's no point in arguing. And I'm like, alright. Then I go home, make a video, watch TV, take a nap, whatever. Well, not a nap, but go to bed. I work later, so... Either way, at any given point, my day is just completely ruined by that, because either let me work the full day so I can make money, or tell me I don't have to work that day if you don't think you'll need me. Like, today, for instance, let me look at my schedule. By the way, this is the mailbox dragon. He's pretty chill. Hold up. Alright, so today we have 5 people on the inside, so I guess that's fine. But for a Tuesday, that's pretty much. We don't typically need that many people on Tuesday, though to be fair, some of them are leaving early. By the time I'm done for the day, I think only... by the time I leave, I think only 3 people will be there, so I don't really know. It all depends. It's very... the amount of people that are there that day really depends on the day and the week prior. Though to be fair, that doesn't even mean the week prior, because honestly, some days it's the entire month that's a factor. This is just good time management here. If the past month has been slow, if you, like, I don't know how to put this. Basically, this is how I would do it. If the entire month has been slow, unless there's, like, another reason, be decently lax the first day of the week, but I'm not stupid. Have, like, a decent amount of people on standby, because honestly, that just is more efficient. I've had so many months where it's like, oh, hey, this week they understocked and we are completely slammed, but they had no one on standby. Or weeks where it's like, oh, hey, we are completely slow and we have the time, like we are completely slow. There's like 3 orders every 5 minutes, which isn't that much if you were working in fast food. And then we have to send like 4 people home. Either way. So, I don't know, if I'm trying to get a job and somehow a business links my email to a YouTube channel, which doesn't work, but I don't know. If someone somehow finds my if a future employer finds my YouTube channel, just know you're probably doing way better. And I am a pretty good worker. I don't disrespect anyone unless they give me reason to, and this is a lot of reason to. If you see my videos, the only time I talk trash is when it's like a crappy show where it's probably warranted, or if it's like a person who's literal garbage. Except for political reasons, I don't really do politics, as y'all know. Because on one hand, I just really don't care about politics. On the second hand, it is just not very smart. Either way. Sorry, I go on a bit of a rant every now and then. I'm probably gonna end this video soon so I can post it today. I'll probably make a video tomorrow for my birthday. I'm going to like a nice restaurant for dinner. Single again this birthday. I don't care though. I'm not really looking to date. That was grammatically incorrect. I'm not looking for to date. I'm just doing something for Shiloh right now. If I go up here, Shiloh wanted the tip of the tower to like push up on the glass, which I thought was hilarious. So I put a hole there so Shiloh could see, oh hey, this is where it's gonna be more than this, but it's just kind of like a marker. Will Shiloh get it? I'll be honest, no offense to them, but probably not. Because I doubt Shiloh will watch this video. If they do, kudos to you. You saw it. Woohoo. I don't know, I'm running out of steam. Also, that dude, this door is not stupid. I don't really like that. That dude, this door is not stupid. It is a very nice door. And if you were here to see why we did it like this, you would understand. But you aren't. Oh. But you aren't. Hi, Molly. Kitty. Oh yeah, I forgot we got our music. Well, either way. I'm gonna like dig under and make a auto thingy-majig. And then I'm gonna have like a bunch of them set up so that we can basically flip a switch. I'll have it right here. I don't know, I'll figure it out. And then I can play. I might just make a playlist on YouTube of all of those songs and have it on repeat. Problem is ads. I might just record my playlist in Minecraft, like me playing all of them, and then just play it in a video, because they're all copyright free. Alright, let's just take a vow of Gregship. No more 6-7. 6-7 is stupid, and I know my audience pretty well. Some of them are my literal friends, so I typically know most of them don't do that, but I don't know. Why did Shiloh just say he? That's probably dangerous. I've gotta investigate. What the heck are they doing? They're doing something suspicious. Why did he go he? Oh. Or sorry, not he. Sorry, they. Why did they go he? They changed their thing on Discord to how do I do this? Where is the thingy? Found it. No. What did they do? Ah, there it is. They did. That might be my smuggling or detector. Either way, they did that, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Get off my screen. I'm just kidding. If you don't know what that is, if you turn your head to the, well, if you're watching the screen, if you turn your head, if you turn your head to the left, like tilt it left, without breaking it, it looks like a, I repeat, don't break it. It looks like a mischievous face. Alright, I've just gotta say, I am not crazy about this. I don't know, I'm just not too crazy about it. I don't know. Like this, if I just, yeah, I don't know. I just am very weird about details. If I just add more, there we go. It's supposed to be like a square, so I don't know. Good enough. I just it upsets my OCD. I have very slight OCD, but it upsets it. Someone told me that OCD isn't real, and that really made me angry. 'Cause it's like it too is it is too real. You know what I'm saying? It is too real. There we go. And then you can climb up. The way you get on the ship is you go up this way. At least that's what I've been doing. I don't know, I might add a ladder or something, but I disagree with that. Quite frankly. I want to be able to have fun with my friends, hang out. How many more of these do... Wait, do they... Oh, they get stuck, like, in their character models. How many... Do any more of you guys have... Oh, damn, one of you have a flower? Oh, yeah, that one. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end it here, but... Yeah, I mean... What do you guys think of the new skin? Should I add more... Alright, here are the questions. Should I change the flowers to be something different? Should I make the shoes different? Hair, does the hair look like good? Or does it look just Greg enough that it's fine? The eyes and the mouth are staying the way they are, because that's how they should look. I know it, when you've seen my mask, you can see my eyes, but I'm gonna eventually find a way around that. I might add lenses or something. Alright. And I'm aware I'm still filming, I'm just doing something quickly. Alright, well, later skaters.